Hi there everybody, it's UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.stampinup.net. Thank you very much for joining me today for a 5-minute card. Today I'm going to be using the Beautifully Happy stamp set. So this is a celebration stamp set. It is available free from my store, slimandstylish.stampinup.net, when you spend £90 or more with me. So if you want to go over to my store, you can pop any items into your basket and then you can add this free at the end. So for this card, I'm just going to be creating my own DSP background. I'm going to be using this lovely large flower detail. You can tell how much I've used it because it's definitely ink loved. I'm just going to stamp in this all over the background to create my own DSP and make this really cool effect. While I'm doing that, I'm going to explain that I'm still coming to you via voiceover. That's not because I'm avoiding you, and to be fair, I'm missing the personal touch when I'm making my cards. But it's because I still have this absolutely ridiculous cough. It's really bad. It's been with me now for about 3 or 4 months. It's not shifting, and actually it's done my back now because I moved when I coughed and it's pulled all my back. So not only am I making this and struggling to stand to make it, but I am coughing all the way through it. So right now I'm sat on the sofa watching the video back with a hot cup of tea and just hoping that my throat holds out for the 5 minutes of talking to you. So I do apologise for it not being personal. For this card, I'm going to be using Starry Sky, and I'm also going to be using Balmy Blue. And I'm going to be using my blending brushes just to create an ombre effect on the card. So what that means is I'm going to start at the bottom really dark, and then I'm going to fade it up. Keep going over the bottom until it's the darkest it can be, and then fade the colour up so it goes lighter and lighter as it goes towards the middle. Then you want to rotate the card and do exactly the same with a lighter coloured blue. Where the two merge together in the middle, that's where you can blend to your heart's content, loads and loads over the ink. And because they are water-based inks, they do merge together really well, and it will create one sort of solid ombre effect, which was what I was going for. When doing this, it is best to look for colours that do sort of have the same tones. Some of the blues don't, so if I'd have gone perhaps with I'm trying to think now off the top of my head because they're on the back of my desk, but if I'd gone with say Bermuda Bay instead, that's got more of a turquoise tone in it. It might not work as well with a Balmy Blue. So just make sure they've got the same sort of tones as you go in, and you'll get this sort of effect as you go up your card. So it actually looks like there's 4 different colours on there merging into each other, but there is only 2. Okay, so I'm just going to be adding a sentiment to it. I'm not going to be doing much because I feel that the statement background that we've made is good enough for the card. I do feel that that could be added and just be a blank note card, which is a really easy way of creating a 5-minute card, but I have decided to put a sentiment on and not be lazy. So I've put the birthday sentiment on. I know I normally do birthday sentiments in my video, and that's because they're really handy then to keep in my box and send to people when it's their birthdays, so they always get used that way. If I popped on a random sentiment, I'm not 100% sure how often I would use the card. So I'm just cutting this down into a very small box because, like I said, I think the background speaks for itself. I don't feel we need to do much fancy on that. And then I'm going to adhere it onto the card using Stampin' Dimensionals. I probably should have said that the base cardstock was 10.5 centimetres by 14.89 centimetres. So it is the exact same size as my card base. So it's going to look like it is the front of the card. You could have done it slightly smaller and had a white frame around it. That would also look quite good, and it probably make the colour pop. I didn't do that. Don't ask me why. I'm sitting on my sofa watching this video wondering why I didn't. But sometimes when I'm in the process, I don't really think about it. So I did it so it covered the whole card anyway, and I still quite like it. I might have to do another one now though, just to see what a frame around the outside looks like. These are our white pearlized metallic effects. I really like them. They come in a pack of 3 and I've used them so much. Really helpful and handy. And there you go, my 5-minute card for the day. Hopefully you like. Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget you only have up until the end of February to get this stamp set. After then it's not available. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.